tourists are getting pictures with the people who clean Times Square. I think it's great. It wouldn't be this great without them. Everybody should get their flowers. Good Morning America is in full effect. Nothing to really see here today. Somebody with a cookbook. I don't condone waiting in line for a damn cookbook, but there's George Stephanopoulos. Happy 4th of July to you. Happy 4th of July to you. We've been out here since 6:30 a.m. feeding people. Today is McDonald's Thursday. I haven't been out here in so long that I decided while I was laying in bed, a commercial for Independence Day came out. And I felt compelled, looking as handsome as I do, ladies, stick around for the reveal in a little bit, that I was going to come out and bless people with some McMuffins. Plus I had a coupon. Buy one, get one free. And it's too early for the tables. They usually don't put the tables out here till 8 o'clock. So I'm going to do the news from Bryant Park. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Miss Reilly. Hi, Bronx Girl. Hi, Kathy. I hope you're all well. Hi, everybody else who joined me. Guys, go get a sandwich. Get your loved one. Get some rubbers, just in case you need some rubbers. And we're going to, I haven't needed a rubber since 1967. When Nixon was running against Eisenhower. All right. I'm going to show you my new headphones. And today, I brought a pocket full of money, which I never have anymore. Okay. So anybody needs a $5 bill is getting a $5 bill today. It's a $5 bill extravaganza. Guys, this is 42nd Street. It's weird to see people out walking around. This is when I'm usually going to sleep, Steve. Right now, at my place, there's a bed with 5 bad shorties sitting there waiting for me to come back. Okay, I lied. There's 3 cats waiting for me. Okay, we got cops. We got a whole bunch of cops coming. Let's see what they got going. Those are cops that are going to shut down some kind of protest of some sort. They got the little things in the back. Today is Independence Day, so I expect to see a lot of Palestine and Israel protests. And Trump and Biden and Save the Whales. It's a great opportunity to save the whales. We're going to do the news in 12 minutes. 12 minutes, folks. It's going to be a great show. Not really. Not. My lawyer says I have to do this when I lie. It's going to be a great show today. So I haven't done it in a while, so I'm a bit rusty. Got a new video coming out called Never Meet Your Heroes, where I talk about some of the many heroes, childhood heroes and pop culture heroes I met over the years who were not polite or kind in person. And you never forget. David Carradine, probably the worst one ever. There's been some bad ones. Roseanne was horrible. Michelle Pfeiffer was horrible. Reggie Jackson. Sugar Ray Leonard. But David Carradine, you know him from the TV show in the 70s, Kung Fu. But you also know him as Bill from the Kill Bill franchise. Oh, this guy. God bless you, player. Oh boy. You want to help people, but you got to be very careful helping people. Pick and choose your battles. You can't help everyone. Some people you go to help will be just very happy to hurt you. I know from experience. So I met David Carradine in front of Carnegie Hall when I was at Planet Hollywood. I got out of a cab. I saw my childhood idol. I grew up pretty poor. We had 2 channels. In one channel I got Kung Fu. Beautiful. And he was talking to an elderly couple. Just the 3 of them. And I went up to join the threesome to make it a foursome. And they were just chit-chatting. I didn't say anything. I waited for my moment. I waited for their conversation to lull. And when it did, I seized my moment. I jumped in. I said, Mr. Carradine, I just wanted to say I was such a huge admirer and fan of yours. I still am, ever since I was a boy. And I am absolutely honored to meet you. They're all 3 looking at me. And then he rolls his eyes and goes, anyway, and starts talking to them. Doesn't say hello, doesn't say F off, doesn't say anything. Who does that to any person, let alone his biggest fan? He ended up, years later, dying a horribly embarrassing death. Auto asphyxiation, where he tied a belt around his neck in Thailand. And apparently, when you do that, you can, how do I use the word masturbate? You masturbate, and the blood cutting off your circulation apparently makes you have a much grander ejaculation. I don't know. I'm getting into dark territory here. I apologize. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Okay, so we got something going on right away. This is a huge grass field, and this man is in handcuffs, surrounded by cops. He's definitely handcuffed. I hope that he wasn't involved in any autoerotic asphyxiation. It's 4th of July, folks. Can't you wait till tomorrow to do that? He's screaming, very unhappy. if anybody approaches me today, I have a big ass bag still. I think I have 5 or 6 more sandwiches. And another bag. I got bags. I didn't come out here to play. I bought 2 huge ass bags full of sandwiches in case we run across anybody hungry. So far we've had 6. I'm hoping we run into more. Honestly, most would prefer cash. So I brought cash. Cash is king. All right. I hear the siren. This might be for him. It's New York, so it could be for anyone. They're all looking. They're waving. They're trying to wave over the cops. I would like to show you this beautiful ring. It's a gorgeous ring. It's from the Last Supper. And it was a gift from a friend. Beautiful. We're going to come back as this thing progresses. You can see the gentleman is in handcuffs. He's screaming and yelling. He's got several park police as well as police officers around him. I do not know what happened. I know that we're going live. We're going to do the news at 8 o'clock, folks. Okay. I hear the, I believe when it's a situation like this, it's usually an ambulance. I believe it's going to be an ambulance. I'm going to disconnect my headphones now because I do want to show them to you. Let's turn off the headphones. So guys, this is the brand new headphones. It is, I have hundreds of pairs. I'm not even exaggerating. I am. I have dozens of pairs of headphones. This is my favorite. This guy's, it's a touch screen. And you could change the screen. You could have English. You could have different settings. This thing is fantastic. 20 bucks on the TikTok shop. Get in the comments and let me know because I bought 3 pairs for friends. I'm gonna keep a pair. I'm gonna give one to one of my shorties and I'm gonna give one to one of my viewers. If you're interested in the thing, okay, we got cops. If you're interested in these brand new, wonderful AirPod-esque, they're not. I have 4 or 5 pairs of AirPods. These are better than any AirPods I've ever had, $30. All right, so the Popo's on the scene. They're coming to, I don't know what they're coming to do. He's asking them to uncuff him. I am certainly not trying to exploit anyone. It's been a while since old Boogie Bob was out here with a Boogie Bob exclusive. Anybody comes up today and asks me for money or food, I'm going to offer them food first. They're going to deny food. They're going to prefer the money. And that's just how it goes. Today is Giveaway Thursday. And it's Independence Day. Happy Independence Day for everybody in the U.S. and everybody around the world. I hope that you have a beautiful, happy day. I said I'd start the show at 8 o'clock. We got 2 minutes. Hazen guy, how are you? Good morning, everybody. Hi, Elle. Everybody, it's a great chance to tell us where you're from. I was born in Waco, Texas. My father was in Vietnam, 2 tours. I was raised in Turkey. I came back in 1970 or 69, stationed at Travis Air Force Base in Northern California, in between San Francisco and Sacramento, Fairfield, California, 707, say it backwards. And then at the age of 28, I think, I moved to New York City, where I became a failed YouTuber. All right, I'm gonna start the show. I'm gonna let the ladies see how good looking I look today. If anything happens over there, we're coming back to them. Look how good I look, ladies. Come on, bro. These are the headphones I was talking about. These bitches are nice. Nice little headphones. They won't fall out for nothing. I have some good headphones at home. If you do this, they fall out. I've had, I don't know, 3 or 4 pairs where the one will fall out into the subway grate. Gone forever. These ain't going nowhere. So when I get jiggy with it, with the ladies, or when I, which is once every year one time, usually around my birthday, 2 minutes of this, and they don't fall out. 2 minutes a year, and they don't fall out. So I'm in good shape. What's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Boogie Bob. I hope that you're doing well. I haven't been out in a long time. I've had some health issues. Tired. I feel tired all the time. Tired. Today I'm not tired because I'm still up. If I would have went to sleep, I couldn't have walked here. I'm still up. The doctors adjusted my medication, so I feel a lot better. Let's get this thumbnail. Trump bump. That is not slang for doing cocaine. Bump does not refer to a line of coke. It refers to him going up 6 points in the polls. Now, if you're a Trumper or a Bidener, I don't care. It's up to you. I'm a never Trumper. I will vote for Charlie Manson's mailman before I vote for Trump, but that's me, because I'm like that. I can't have a guy with 185 felonies. But that's me. So whoever you vote for. By the way, the election is on November 5th, my birthday. I know what I want for my birthday. First, I want Biden to win. Second, that would be nice. It's my birthday. Once a year. Come on. That's all I ask. Once a year. You ain't got 2 minutes to spare? That's crazy talk. I'm going to do the news and views you can use if you choose. If you choose not to use the news and views and snooze, you lose. We got a little bit of activity over there. The cops are surrounding him. We got about 8 cops. He's screaming. Oh, he's screaming. This is a Boogie Bob exclusive. Let's see what's going on here. I am not exploiting him. We don't know who he is. I hope that he works. I hope everything works out. He's stomping his foot up and down. He is shirtless. If I had a body like that, I'd be shirtless right now too. See the big guy in the light blue? He's like, yo, I don't want no smoke. I'm leaving. They're leaving. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cops surrounding this guy. It's going to be hard for me to vote. He's got his hands cuffed behind his back. He's in a defensive posture as if he's goading the police into a fist fight. Looking at the shape of some of these cops, I think this guy could win. I do believe this guy could win the fracas. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. Guys don't know that's from Eddie Murphy, produced by Rick James. A lot of you didn't know that. That's a Boogie Bob exclusive. There's been a lot of celebrities who have a really good song. You might not even know they did it. One of my favorite songs of all time was Patrick Swayze. She's like the wind through my tree. Oh man, beautiful. All right, we're just kind of, the ladies creeping up on them. They've all got their gloves on. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, we're at Bryant Park. And as you can see, ain't nobody on that grass except him. I believe because there's a chair out there that he took the chair. Okay, he's trying to test them. Like, I'm gonna go where I want. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. He's at the left of the screen. The cops are not overzealous. They're just kind of like talking to him. There is a chair. They've asked him to sit down. He is sitting down. He does have a cell phone. Hopefully this will be peaceful. Oh God, he looked over here. Oh God, who's got my back? You guys got my back? By the way, if anybody creeps up on me from behind, when I turn the camera around, I'm gonna need you to have my back. All right, we've seen enough of this. I will come back as action dictates. All right, so if you guys see anybody like this guy, oh, here, look at creeping up on me, then I want you to let me know. I don't want no static. But it crept up on me and none of you said nothing. Kathy, where were you? Witness protection, where were you when I needed you most? All right, if you see anybody creeping up on me from behind, you guys go, hooty hoo! As soon as I hear hooty hoo, I know that I got someone creeping up on me. All right? I will keep you abreast of the situation. Let's get into the news and views you can use if you choose. If you choose not to use the news and views, then snooze, you lose, you fools. I need to put on my glasses. I call them my old man glasses. Right now, I look like I'm in my early 80s. Boom, 95. I go from early 80s to 95. Kathy, how are you? Miss Reilly, hi, Hazen guy, everybody else, God bless you. We're 6 minutes into the show. Let's get it started. I do look good today. I should have shaved. Well, I shaved, but I should have trimmed. I should have took a poop. I didn't. Guys, before you go do a live show to hundreds of people, thousands of people around the world, always take a poop first. That's what we do in the news. We tap it. We're going to get on with the news. Okay. How many out there are married? I was. But I bet your wedding was never like this one. I got married in Las Vegas at the Little White Chapel. Joan Collins got married there. Britney Spears got married there. Michael Jordan got married there. Too many. Uh-oh. So I'm going to keep an eye on Shorty right here. That one right there. Just keep an eye on her because I got a feeling. Where's the hootie who's at? Hazen guy. Surfboard. Now she's lurking on the other side over here. She's just lurking. So I got married in Las Vegas. I did not have the Elvis. But I got married in Vegas. This guy, he got married on the L train. This is your captain speaking. Next stop, Brooklyn. Guys, keep your hands and legs in the thing. Watch out for pigeons and pickpockets. And by the way, let's say congratulations to the guy who just got married because he was too cheap to take his lady to Atlantic City. Mass transit matrimony. Right after this picture, they were both robbed. Okay, so I see what's going on here. The cops are waiting, patiently waiting for one of the big ambulances. He ain't going in no cop car. This guy going in the ambulance. Like, Sergeant Baker, put him in your cop car. Sarge, I don't want him in my cop car. Can we just wait for an ambulance, please? Pretty please, I'm begging you. Ambulance is coming. We're going to get a live interview with the janitor in a few minutes to see exactly what happened. Yeah, witness protection. Don't rush it. If you find the one, By the way, I'm an ordained minister. I have really wanted to marry someone. I can legally marry them in New York City like it's nothing. I can do it today. Have not. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. My girl wants to party all the time. I'm an ordained minister. I can marry anybody. Let me dust the cobwebs off of here. I was married for 20 years. It was 6 of the best years of my life. There are 3 rings in marriage. There is courting. No, that's not. Suffering. Suffering. There's the ring. I don't know. I screwed that joke up. If you know the joke, get in the comments. The last one ends in suffering. Anyway, here's the happy couple. Look at, they even catered it. These guys eating the damn cake on the L train. This guy's sitting there with his damn foot in the cake. Sunflowers, very pretty. Beautiful, gushing bride. Daniel Jean could not afford to give his bride, Esme Valdez, an over-the-top wedding. So the Brooklynite took it underground to the subway. I love that. I love that. I think it's just as romantic. You can't afford it. So we didn't have the money to do the dream reception that I always envisioned. A marketing manager from Flatbush, noting the high cost of hosting nuptials in the Big Apple. I'm sure it's very, very expensive. Good for you, Damien. I hope that you're happy in wedded bliss. I decided to surprise her by having a dope reception on the L train. First of all, I think it's really cool. He's thinking outside the box. I know New Yorkers. All the New Yorkers were happy as hell to be either yelling, "Congratulations," or "Get out of my way, I'm on my way to the R train." Either one. Jean Valdez, 38. Jean and Valdez, 38, a beautician, officially entered into holy matrimony with a private church ceremony on June 27th. But the twosome toasted their happy union alongside 20 friends as well as a subway car full of complete strangers on Tuesday with a reported cost of $3,000. Bro, you think it's expensive to get married in New York? They spent $3,000 on a damn subway train. It's only $275 to get on the damn train, so the other stuff was probably the cake. You spent a lot of money on rat repellent. That's expensive. You can't have a cake and then let the rats run wild. You gotta have rat repellent. I don't like how his brother is looking at me. Oh boy. They're waving at the ambulance. He's been sitting there for the whole time I've been here. At some point, the ambulance is going to come out with a stretcher, and we'll cover that when it happens. They spent $3,000 on a subway. Look, and there's their man. He got a microphone. Okay, hold on. Oh boy, oh shit, I missed it. Oh boy, he is on the ground. He tried to get up and passed out. He is unconscious. He is kicking his feet. That's a good sign. It's a good sign that he is kicking his feet. He absolutely fell like a ton of bricks. Thank God he hit the grass. Not one police officer stopped him from falling. They've all got protective gloves on. He stood up from the chair and fell like a sack of potatoes. He is now standing up again. He is up. That was a nice little move. He is sitting in the chair again. Where's this damn ambulance? Thank God he wasn't having a heart attack. Again, I'm gonna bring it to you when new shit happens. It's a developing story. Back to you, Jim. So they spent $3,000, but that's about 80% greater than the national average cost of getting married, which is $35,000. They had a DJ spinning tracks. I emceed the reception. They had breakdance. Look at this guy. He's playing a damn horn. Now, I blew a horn once, but that was in college. Sorry. I apologize. All right. Anyways, they went viral. You guys can check out the video. Here's what's going to happen. First of all, he's yelling and screaming. Bloody murder. I don't want to exploit him. I'll come back if anything happens. I'm not going to sit here and film him screaming. He's screaming for his life. So here's what's going to happen. This thing went viral. They are going to get I promise you, a vacation to Tahiti and one to Jamaica, and someone's going to buy them a home, because when stuff goes viral and it touches people's hearts, people will reach out and try to do something for them. So, meanwhile, frugality, that's the word, cheapness, frugality, worked wonders. Another way for Valdez, she told the Post that the wild ride reception further deepened her love for Jean. I think it's, uh-oh, look at the shorty, look at the shorty. There she goes. They had over 363,000 views on TikTok. Now, this is 1 million people that are going to read this, either on paper or online. So it's going to be, those numbers are going to go through the roof. Here it says, I was so overjoyed to see this young couple getting married on the train. It touched my heart, so I only robbed the groom. That's from Jim in Canarsie. Well, Jim, I think it's beautiful that you didn't rob the bride. I was so touched, I only robbed the groom. Now that, guys, is what the love, that's where the... All right, let's get off of that story. Look at his damn face, bro. I can't. And look at his... I don't like to diss anybody, especially my octogenarians. But did you see Joe at the debate? He's like, where's my tapioca? He didn't. Now, the good news is he didn't lie that much. Trump lied 35, 36 times. Trump said he discovered the moon. He discovered the moon. And the next day, all of his MAGA guys said he did. He says it, it's true. So I'm not going to do politics today, if you don't mind. And by the way, when we leave here, we're going to do a very special show. See how I'm shaking my head? I saw that on Dr. Phil. If you're saying something in the positive, but you're shaking your head, it means you're lying. We're going to have a fantastic show. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be amazing. Right after this, we're going to go to Times Square. And it's going to be amazing. What's this guy? Not sure. All right. So you can hear the little ambulances behind me. He's been out here for about 45 minutes. He's now slumped over upside down on the chair. The ambulance is finally here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people handling it so far. When the EMS come, it will be much more than that. Again, I don't like to exploit anyone's tragedy. I hope the guy gets the help he needs. Dave Chappelle, my old buddy Dave Chappelle, has a new headlining fundraiser this week. $3,000 per ticket. I don't know. He's got a whole bunch of Democrats. Hill Harper. It's a Democratic fundraising. It's a Democratic fundraising. The biggest thing that came out of that debate last week is that one of the presidential hopefuls farted. You can clearly hear it. Trump's guys are saying it was Biden. Trump is known as the farter. He's been called the farter since way back in the Apprentice. But they say it's one of them farted. And I promise, lower taxes. And by the way, he who smelt it dealt it. Apparently. So Biden was like, I don't know what's going on here. And he went like this. I go, uh-oh, I think it was Biden. Okay, Delta. You guys want to fly Delta? The spoiled food that sickened passengers on a Delta Airlines flight and forced an emergency landing. You know how bad the food has to be to force an emergency landing? It was covered in black mold. Honey, this chicken is delicious. They've seared it with some charcoal black, looks to be truffles and truffle sauce. And it's blackened and it's grilled to perfection. No, sir, that's black mold. You just ate a damn chicken cutlet full of black mold. At least 24 people became ill after eating the food aboard the Detroit to Amsterdam flight, which touched down a little after 3 a.m. Wednesday. The jet made it as far as Newfoundland. I don't know how to say it. They left Detroit. They got as far as Newfoundland, Canada, and they had to turn around. And they ended up at JFK, which is in New York City. Once they were there, they were all checked for symptoms of food poisoning, and each one was robbed in the cafeteria. So, Rob H. is in the house. Hi, Rob. Air traffic controllers initially told the airport that 70 people were sick, but just 24 were treated with symptoms by the EMS. One was hospitalized. Now, see, the one that was hospitalized was smart. They're like, sir, we messed up. As a billion-dollar corporation, we should not have gave you bad food. How are you feeling? And all the idiots were like, oh, I'm fine. I'm pretty good. This guy was like, I'm sick. I don't know if I'll recover. Let me call my lawyer. That's what you do. If you're on a bus, in a limo, something, and some car hits you, you gotta go to the doctor because of your neck. What are you, crazy? This person said, I got lung cancer. A killer got away on a city bike. City bikes are for rent all over New York City. There are tens of thousands of them. A drive-by shooter killed a man in broad daylight in Harlem, then stole a city bike where he crashed his car. Oh, when he crashed his car. So he shoots and kills a guy. He crashes his car. So he steals a city bike. Hopefully they'll be able to track him back with his car. The gunman was driving a white Honda at 118th Street and Frederick Douglass Boulevard around 1:40 p.m. when he opened fire on a group at the corner, and the cops said the 37-year-old man was shot in the back. The video of the incident, as suspect drives off the victim struggles to his feet twice before collapsing on the sidewalk. He was rushed to Mount Sinai, where he was pronounced dead. That's hey girl, very unfortunate. On the way to the hospital, he was robbed in the ambulance. You know, that's uncalled for, to be honest with you. The EMS who went to save his life were also robbed. You get a lot of robberies. The suspect then smashed up the front end of his Honda, ended up with a flat tire while trying to make a getaway. Guys, if you're going to shoot someone, and I say don't. I'm going on the record right now saying don't shoot no one. But if you do, don't. But if you do, you cannot wreck your vehicle. Okay, we've got progress. We've got some progress here. Here's the cavalry. These are the guys with the, look at it, just taking his damn time. I had to leave Dunkin' Donuts for this. He's got the little, look at him. He couldn't walk slower. He could not walk any slower if you paid him. Steve, walk slower, I'll give you $10. Jim, I'm walking as slow as I can. Look at him. All right, so there's the guy in the chair. They are going to, I hope they don't wheel him by my table. Hi Bronx Girl, hi Rob, hi Hazen Guy. I hope you guys are enjoying the news. I've only got 39 people in here. Oh, it jumped to 42. Guys, if we get 1 million subscribers today, I'm going to take off my shirt. I say that because I don't think we're ever going to get 1 million subscribers. The guy robs, he shoots people, then he drives his getaway car and he wrecks his car and gets a flat tire. Then he jumps out and steals a city bike. He abandoned his car, he ripped off someone's city bike and pedaled away towards the Bronx. Alright, so they're questioning him. They are now lifting him up. He is doing the ragdoll. He's refusing to stand. They are all surrounding him now. We're going to get the manpower. Johnson, you get his arms. No, Sarge, you get his arms. I'll get his legs. He is on his knees. They are lifting him. He is refusing to help in any capacity. He is looking at me, which I don't like. I really don't like the fact that he's staring at me. We've got, oh yeah, he's staring. I don't like it. Guys, I'm just a news reporter reporting the news and views you can use if you choose. If you choose not to use the news and views, then snooze you lose, you fools. The Boogie Bob exclusive. He is fighting now. He is refusing to stand. His legs are wet washcloth. They are now, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. He's staring right at me, so they are taking him like a damn surfboard. That's a Boogie Bob exclusive. I again do not want to denigrate. Yeah, they're carrying him like a damn luggage. And there's the chair. There's the chair that caused the incident right there. I can't show you. All right. Oh boy. Okay, there's a lady in yellow. She's going to be coming right there. She's trying to fist fight the cops. She's throwing a chair at the cops. Oh boy. Oh boy. I got me another fist fight, but I can't film this one. Oh boy. I'm going to try, but she's right behind me, and I don't want to get stabbed. If she's gonna throw a chair, at the cops, then what's she gonna do for old Boogie Bob? I don't want to get hit with a damn chair. I watch wrestling. Guys, if anybody comes creeping, you see anybody in yellow creeping up? Well, oh, she's getting closer. Here she comes. Okay. She's pissed. You see her creeping up. Remember L? You go, hooty hoo! Hi, yo, Ange. We got a lot of activity out here today. Got a young lady in the yellow getting ready to stab me over here. I'm praying for a, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. My girl likes to party. So usually my cuteness works on the ladies, but her I don't think it's going to work on. She's angry. She picked up a chair and threw it at the cops as they led the man away. I don't know what his infraction was. He obviously had mental issues, maybe drugs, I don't know. But he was in a chair out in the middle of that green grass. Oh boy, she's clapping at me now. I'm just gonna Hey guys, if anybody knows her phone number. Oh boy. You dope. Oh boy, now the old man's getting involved. Knock you down. He says, F you, you dope. F you, but he, oh boy. Oh boy, now the old lady's fighting the man. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Pick this up. Okay. Now the old man right there wants to fight Shorty in the yellow. He said, F you, you stupid dope. And then he pointed at her and he threatened her with bodily injury. Now, a minute ago, she was throwing a chair at cops. Now I have a feeling that Pops might get in on the action. I just want to really get along. It's 4th of July. Can't we just get along? Anybody sees anybody creeping up from that area over there, you got my back? Brooklyn, you got my back? We got volatility going on out here. Oh boy, look how he's standing. He's just standing there with his arms folded like, look, look. Oh boy. Now she's I honestly believe she's going to go up and punch the man in his face. I might have to change positions here so I don't look like I'm filming them. All right. Oh, the action's behind me. All right, did I just cover up the... Okay. There's Pops. Pops has got his arms folded. Shorty...
You are next to go. You are next to go.
You are next to go, he says.
Good. No.
He says, get away from me.
Shut up.
Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm gonna, my girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. My girl wants to party. I don't know where she's at. Oh, he's calling 911. Oh boy. He's calling 911, so he's a snitch. She's the one in the yellow, right? Oh boy, right there. Oh boy. Now the popos get involved. And now the cop, now he's snitching to the, now he's snitching. I don't know. I didn't do anything. I came out here to spread love. When they walked by with the gurney.
No, we need Francis over here.
Oh boy. Oh boy, we got another cop walking from past my table right now. He's they get ready. Oh yo, they get ready to start throwing blows over there, Playboy. This cop's like, what's going on with everybody? This is a big man right there. Big man just asked me, what's going on? I ain't no snitch. I didn't see nothing. Now they're getting rid of the lady. She tried to throw a chair at the cops as they took the other guy out. The old man, right there, is now sitting down with his back turned. He did the snitching, and now he's sitting down with his back turned. Shorty over here, she's about it. She's ready for the smoke. She wants all the smoke. She literally picked up a damn chair. Oh, I miss doing live streams. Yo, Ans, this is my first live stream since 1978. I think Carter was still in the White House. But I got out this morning to spread love and positivity. And Big Macs. What are they called? You know what they're called. I got sausage burritos. I came out to feed people. And I got old man Jones over here. There has been no racial epithets. She did yell at the cops when they took the man out. I'm gonna get back to my show. And if any, oh boy, oh, he brought reinforcement, look. They brought the cops. Where am I at? Okay. Why do I have to leave? She making him leave. Well, because you threw a chair at this lady right here. We got action. I'm kind of, as far as this beef goes, I'm on her side. I don't think she should be throwing chairs at cops, but this guy just went and randomly started yelling at her. She's right. Why are you supporting him? I don't know. Can you guys see this okay? She ain't leaving. She's like, I ain't leaving.
Why not? What did you do to me? Why not? What did you do to why not?
I don't know. Can you even hear the audio? Because the argument's pretty good. She's from Jamaica. Oh boy. Oh boy. Last time she threw a chair. She ain't leaving.
I'm asking you again. In law, what is your problem with me? What is your law problem with me? What is your problem? What is your law problem with me? What is your law problem with me?
Okay, yo, Aunt, you're my sidekick on this one. I need you to.
What is the law you are enforcing? What is the law you are enforcing?
She knows her rights. She says, what are the laws that you are enforcing? Oh boy, don't you approach that cop, girl. You're going to catch a beat down. This is a Boogie Bob exclusive.
Why you not have a problem with him?
Oh boy, it looks like she's going to be. Oh, I thought she was going to get up and leave. She's like, I ain't going nowhere. The cop is like, girl. Oh boy, here comes the cop. Oh boy, here comes the cop. My God. There's the old man. Look, the old man started all this. He just turned his back. He's sitting down like, I don't want. Sir, you instigated this. You can't just jump out now. I don't know what's going on here, guys. I know it's probably boring, but this shit could jump off in a second. Meanwhile, in sports, the Rangers won 4-5. Okay, I made that up. By the way, if anybody knows this lady, Emma, I want to know what's the deal with those boots. I'm like Jerry Seinfeld. What's with the boots? Okay. Guys, this live stream should have 8 million people in here. I've already had one guy tried to fight a whole bunch of cops. He was arrested and taken off hogtied. And then this lady decided to throw chairs at the cops who took the guy off. It might be her man. And then she sat down, and then Pops right here. This is Pops. That's the old guy right there. That guy. He started calling her a dope. I haven't heard anybody call someone a dope since 1986. He said, F you, you dope. Oh boy. He says, I want her out of the park. She says, I ain't going nowhere, bumba-clot. And well, she's folding up her stuff, so maybe she's gonna not stand her ground. Maybe she's just gonna be like, I'm out this bitch. She's folding up her stuff. The lady cop is giving no inch. She's standing right there. Girl, get your shit and go. But why are you picking on me, man? Girl, get your shit and go. But why? Oh boy. Oh boy, I hear more sirens. Please, let's not have another. Guys, I came out to do the news. I didn't come out for all the shenanigans. But I'm gonna drink my tea. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope it comes to a nice conclusion. I hope she doesn't pull out a knife or something. And another one. Okay. Oh, she got the finger wagging in the cop's face. Oh, she's got her stuff. I believe the old man won this round. She's leaving. Don't come this way, shorty. Don't come. Oh wait, is she? When you got the camera turned around, it's hard to tell what direction. She's leaving. She's not in my peripheral. Look at Pops. Now I'm waiting. He didn't say shit the whole time. Now watch him get up. Pops is the bald-headed guy in the gray hoodie right there. Why? He called 911 and says, I got a lady in the park. She's being a disturbance. Now he's all proud of himself. Oh boy. It ain't over yet. They're waving like, bye. And she's like, I ain't going nowhere, bitches. I just hope that I don't get caught up in the fray. All right. I apologize. But when I see shit going down, I'm going in. Yeah, he's over there high-fiving the cops. All right. Now I got this brother right here. Brother right here, he don't want to be here. I've been here 30 minutes. I got 10 beefs going on. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You hungry?
Huh?
You hungry?
No, I eat fish.
Oh, look at you, a pescatarian.
Exactly.
Good for you, Playboy. All right. I was going to reward the man with some, he says, I eat fish. He eats a lot of fish, I can tell you that. Big man. God bless him. I've been here. I sat down to bring you the news and views you can use if you choose. If you choose not to use the news and views and who's you lose, I bring you the news. I've already got a guy over there fist fighting cops. I got this lady throwing a chair at cops. I got Pops over here. He's a snitch. He might snitch on me for snitching on his snitching. Hi, Luzito. Hi, Nightbot. Hi, Miss Reilly. Hi, Kathy. All right, guys, I got sidetracked. I apologize. We're back to the news. And don't forget, after this, got a pocket full of money. I have this thing where if anybody's going to ask me for anything, it's always money. They don't want the food. They don't care about the damn food. But if they ask for the food, they're going to get the food. I got, I don't know, 6 or 7 left. They're in my bag. They're in my back pocket. There's nothing worse than when you go up to a guy and say, you hungry? And they go, yeah, and you pull a burrito out of your front pocket. Is that a burrito in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? This is the steak, egg, and cheese. This one's going to a very special person. Me. I got hash browns. I got burritos. Anyways, let's get back to what we came here for. Came here to holler at some bad shorties, but the way this man is snitching over here, this is a bad sign. I've been out here since 6:30. Hi, sir. Would you like an English McMuffin? You would? Do you have a microwave? Because these shits is cold, bro. I've been out here 6 hours. All right. Hi, sir. Would you like a cold burrito? Or would you like $5? Every time, for 30 years, no one has ever taken the food. If I give them the option of food or a $5, it's always the $5. $5's gonna win. All right, look at this. We might have a good story here. Weird, but two, which is these twins. Now, you're not gonna believe the story. TikTok lookalikes is my lost twin. I was on TikTok one time, and I thought there was a twin of mine. His name was Brad Pitt. But I went up to him and I said, are we twins? He looked at me, he puked. He said, no, we are not. I did the same thing with George Clooney. He said no. And then I found Tom Arnold, and he said yes. Okay, I'm being stupid. Elaine Dizadri was scrolling on TikTok back in 2022 when she had to do a double take. You guys know what a double take is? It's when you go like this. It's a double take. How about a spit take? You ever seen a spit take with Jerry Lewis? He's taking a drink, and then you crack the joke, he goes like this. That's a spit take. Dick Van Dyke, one of the all-time greats. I think Jerry Lewis had the best spit take. She's scrolling on TikTok, and she sees someone that looked like her, and she did the double take. The teen, a university student. Okay, she's a teen? I don't buy it. Looks to be in her late 40s, but they say she's a teen, I'll go with it. The teen, a university student in Eastern European nation of Georgia, Russia, immediately reached out to Anna Panchudusi, who she believed to be her doppelganger. A doppelganger is someone that looks just like you, like me and George Clooney. But it turned out the pair had more than a bond. They shared DNA. After several months of getting to know each other, I once shared DNA with someone in college. I had a happy childhood, but now my entire life feels like it's been deception. Once they realized they didn't actually know their biological families, the girls decided to take a DNA test. And they were not doppelgangers, but identical twin sisters. Guys, there are 7 billion people on the planet. You're on TikTok, you're scrolling, and you see something that looks like you go, what the hell? And you reach out to them, and it turns out it's your long-lost sister. That's crazy. Now, it'd be better if your long-lost sister was a multi-millionaire. When I found out it was my long-lost sister, I checked her bank account and she didn't have any money, so I decided I didn't want to know her after all. That's a bad way to end the story, I think. It's kind of selfish. Mother of all sea lion attacks. It was see you later for a dozen of beachgoers in San Diego as they ran for their lives when a sea lion charged at them as they seemingly approached her. Guys, I don't know how many morons I have to tell this. When you're at Yellowstone Park, keep an eye on this guy for me. This guy right here, keep an eye on him for me. When you're at Yellowstone Park and you see a buffalo, stay in your damn car. Don't go out and try to pet him. Hi, Ziza. How are you? Everybody say hi to Ziza. Zeza. If you see wildlife, do not go and try to pet it. It's not your friend, bro. TikTok lookalikes. I'm done with that one. Okay, back to the see you later. These idiots in San Diego are on the beach and they see a sea lion. And they go up and they want to pet it. Well, these things weigh 700 pounds. Look at that rattlesnake, Mom. I'm going to go pet it and get on TikTok. Guys, you can see here, this is my Nightbot. If you'd like to help and feed the homeless, you can. I have been doing it forever without PayPal. But I do have a PayPal set up. If anybody wants to feed people, Rev will tell you every nickel ever that's ever come into my channel has gone out to others. This is not a YouTube channel for me. This is a YouTube channel for others. Even though it's a shitty, horrible channel, it's not for me. And last month I made $62. So. The mammal was captured on video swimming around La Jolla Cove with the youngsters on June 23rd before it began barking at swimmers. Oh, they are kind of close. Get out of the water, fat ass. One person can be heard yelling to the kids. Get out of the water, fat ass. So I don't think you should be shaming people just because a seal's trying to kill them. Who are you? Several people jumped up from where they were seated on the beach as the sea lion leaped towards them. Some leisurely carried their belongings away while others pulled out their phones to document the close encounters. The sea lion in Los Angeles was actually robbed on the beach by 2 beachcombers. There's a lot of robberies going on nowadays. When you're robbing a sea lion, I think it's pretty horrible. Soda bro gotta go. Oh, I don't know where this is coming from. By the way, I'm off sodas now. It's been 4 days. 4 days no soda. I want to punch that pigeon right there. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration said Tuesday it's banning the use of brominated vegetable oil. What the hell is that? BVO vegetable oil, modified with bromine, has been a food ingredient since the 1920s. It's typically used to stabilize fruit-flavored sodas to prevent citrus flavors from floating to the top. Bromine can irritate skin, nose, mouth, and stomach. The Mayo Clinic experts, okay, don't drink that. Researchers, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The migrants are at it again. By the way, I've been pro-migrant. Pro-good person migrant. I'm not pro-people robbing people. But when they're migrants, they're gonna put migrant on it. Migrant mob mugging. The guys are coming over here by tens of thousands, and I still support all my migrants come in, stay at my house. All 10,000 can stay at my place. in my small studio apartment with 3 of my ladies and 4 of my cats. But they come over, because of not having papers or the hotels being closed now, they got no job. They got no money. And some of them decide to rob people, which I do not condone. Violent attack caught on video. They on the damn train. These morons don't even know. You're going to jail, my friend. You too, buddy. This guy at least got his head down. They robbing people on the train. Ooh. Here's a good, I want everybody to watch this guy right here. I don't trust him. A brother saves sister from a pit bull. An 8-year-old Michigan boy saved the life of his 6-year-old sister from a vicious dog attack that could have been fatal. Of course, a pit bull can kill you very easily, especially a 6-year-old girl. Nicholas and Lillian were in their grandparents' backyard in Saginaw when a pit bull next door allegedly got through the neighbor's fence and attacked Lillian, biting her on the face and neck and causing severe nerve damage. Nicholas jumped on the dog and pulled it off her. You know damn well that most 8-year-old brothers are like, oh shit, he's got my sister, let me get out of here. Not this guy. Not today. Lillian's brother is a hero, Nicholas. Nicholas jumped on the dog and pulled it off her. Lillian was rushed to the University of Michigan hospital after the attack and has a long road to recovery. Her mother said the animal control euthanized the dog. I hate euthanizing anything, but if you got a pit bull, I don't care if it's a poodle. If it's trying to kill a child, it will do it again. It has to be put down. And who knows the history of this dog? I would feel horrible if one of my cats... Chucky is big enough to kill a human being. Chucky is like a small lion on the Serengeti. Say it ain't so, Diddy. Diddy, it's worth over $1 billion. The guy can't leave his house. Yeah, we do. Norm, you're correct. Norm Gilbert is right. I have to say allegedly in here. P. Diddy is allegedly a scumbag. Allegedly. I don't want no problems. I don't want to get sued. I have a large platform here. One of the 53 people on here could know Diddy and tell him. By the way, does anybody know who this is? That's Lauren Sanchez. Her husband is the dude, Jeff what's-his-face, Amazon. Not Jeff Probst from Survivor. No, it's a different Jeff. I'm not doing any of that. I have no stab Thursday. Guys, it's the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July, so I'm not doing any stabbings. Shootings and hangings, I'll do, but no stabbings today. I'm not doing it. Is Donald Trump off the hook for the hush money trial? Well, at the debate the other night, he brought up that he did not have sex with no porn stars. Bill Clinton once said he did not have sex with Monica Lewinsky till they found that dress crumpled up in her drawer. Donald Trump faces an uphill battle as he attempts to nix his hush money case using Supreme Court's bombshell ruling. So the Supreme Court, 6-3, came out in favor of Donald Trump that presidents should not be able to be tried for anything they did in the line of official capacity as president. So let's say Donald Trump decides to have a sniper kill somebody in Iraq, a bad guy. He cannot be tried for that later because he did it as an official act as a president. But to my knowledge, getting a from a porn star doesn't, I don't know if that's an official duty or not. Okay, what do we have to do today? Mr. President, today at 8 o'clock we have a news briefing at the Rose Garden. And then at 9 o'clock you're meeting with the head of state from Israel. At 10 o'clock, you're getting a blowjob from Stormy Daniels. And then at 10:30, we have to... I don't think that's an official thing. I don't think it is. Steve, I could be wrong. What do we know? Okay, first of all, Steve. Well, how does Steve know the lyrics from my song? I don't know. Steve, how do you even know that lyric? Nobody else knows what you're talking about. Diddy runs the city, but not my block. Where's that? Hell's Kitchen, New York, New York. Where the cops won't walk and the glass go pop and you bring your own chalk when you walk down the sidewalk. You could get smoked and broke by a lope because when I'm provoked, you let the gun smoke choke. Diddy runs the city, but not my block. Where's that? Hell's Kitchen, New York, New York. It's one of my big hits, but I don't know how the hell Steve would even know that song. How would Steve know that song? Steve, I gotta know how you know that song. I don't think it's on YouTube. I had it up on one of my social media. And of course, there's some Boogie Bob fans out there that every now and then put some stuff up. Hip hop nonstop, flip flop on mob cops at the donut shop, and you don't stop. All right, we're almost done. And then we're going to go to Times Square where we're going to have a really good show. It's not going to be shit. Watch her, watch her. Road rage in the Bronx leads to a slaying. That's a regular Tuesday. A Bronx dad was fatally knifed. Oh, that's a stabbing. I'm not doing stabbings. Let me take that one back. Bronx. I'm not doing it. This is a stabbing in the Bronx, and I told you today is No Stab Thursday. Now this one is another one where a dad gets punched to death. I can bring you that one. I don't want to bring you that one, but I can. Punch dad dead. A Nashville father of two was beaten to death outside of a golf club when he was a golf range when he was attempting to break up a fight that broke out during a concert. So this is a do-gooder. Someone gets into a fight. He says, "Hey guys, break it up," and then he gets killed. Now I've told you many times, a lot of times these people get killed because someone punches them, they land and they hit their head on the concrete. The concrete is what kills them, not the punch. Dahal Umesh was attending the music event along with other members in Nashville's Nepali community when the violent dispute erupted inside of a Metropolitan Nashville police announced. He was punched, causing him to fall and hit his head on the concrete. I just said that's what happens. The NMPD said Tuesday he was then kicked in the head and died from severe injuries. That's horrible. Brishal Rai. This is from the Nepal community. I have hired at least 50 Nepalese people over the years, and they have been the most kindest, nicest. One guy did steal a bunch of money from me, but the other 99% did not steal, and they were kind, good, nice people. I have wonderful things to say about the Nepal community, except this guy kicking someone in the head. He was arrested for criminal homicide. Hey, girl. Tears of relief. Did you guys follow this story? Because I broke the story last year when it happened. This guy worked at a Chinese place. This piece of crap went there, and this place did something that's happened to any New Yorker anywhere in New York who's ordered Chinese food. You order it, you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to eat the shrimp fried rice, and there's no duck sauce. This guy didn't get duck sauce, so he came and killed him. A year later, first of all, the guy was arrested, but a year later, on the day of court, he killed himself. Then his wife hid the gun in her freezer, and she was arrested. The estranged wife of accused duck sauce killer. That's his name. Hey, what you in for? Shot a cop. What about you? I stole a car. How about you? I killed a guy for duck sauce. I don't think that goes over very well in the pen. The duck sauce killer, Glenn Hirsch, she burst into tears when she was found not guilty of gun possession, she had his gun in her freezer. Let's see if it says, not only did she, Dorothy Hirsch, who faced weapons charges for allegedly stashing her late husband's arsenal after he was accused of gunning down Chinese delivery worker in a dispute over duck sauce. Listen, I've gone to McDonald's a bunch of times and got a 20-piece nugget, and you get home, there's no sauce. You're gonna eat a dry-ass nugget? No! I ain't got nothing in my fridge. What, I gotta dunk it in mayonnaise? No! So I believe you can get angry, but I'm not gonna go back and shoot up a McDonald's because some guy forgot my damn sauce. Now, Wendy's is a different story. Wendy's, you gotta... I brought my friend a baked potato from Wendy's. Took it all the way to Harlem. It was a beautiful baked potato with cheese and bacon and butter. And I told them she wanted 2 of the sour creams. This was my shorty. I was trying to score some points. I went to Harlem, took a $60 cab ride all the way to Harlem. Go, here's your potato, hon. These pieces of crap did not give me the damn sour cream. She was tight too. I told you sour cream, I told you too. I told her, baby, I told her. Yeah, but why isn't it here? Because I'm a piece of crap. When you go to a fast food place, always check to make sure they didn't rip you off for your sour cream. It was horrible listening to, I don't want to, you get the idea. He didn't get duck sauce. He killed this innocent, beautiful man. She stashed the gun. He was a hoarder, so it took the cops like 3 weeks to look at his horrible place. The gun was hidden in her freezer. A year later, when it went to trial, he killed himself the day of the trial. Thank you, taxpayers. This is a Central Park attacker. They caught his ass. He has a long history of sex abuse raps. He needs to get some backstreet justice. But you ain't heard that from me. I say if you start hitting people, if you give cops hammers and the cops are allowed to hammer you, I think the sex crimes will go down. Hammer a guy in the balls a couple times, I promise you, he's not going to do it again. The creep, accused of trying to R-word a Central Park sunbather, has a sick history of sexual assaults in 4 states, including at least 2 New York cases that were tossed because of psychological exams. Jermaine Longmire. You want to bring him home to meet mama? 43 was ordered held without bail. Oh, I'm happy about that. On June 24th, he allegedly came out of nowhere and pounced on an unsuspecting 20-year-old victim as she soaked in the sun on 104th Street. That's at the very top of Central Park. I've been there a million times. We got a good story finally. Highway survivor. Look at this guy. You're a dog on the highway, very good chance you ain't gonna survive. A heartless pet owner should rot in hell. Abandoned a 4-year-old dog on the side of a treacherous Long Island highway. Several drivers called police after spotting the poor pooch tied to a light pole on the Southern State Parkway near exit 21 at 5:30 a.m. I got a bumblebee floating around my neck, bro. So, hi Cynthia Kuhn, how are you? Several drivers called police after spotting the poor pooch tied to a light pole. Responding troopers found the white mastiff. That's a big ass dog. Found the white mastiff along with a note and a bowl of food. So you want to give up your dog. You say, you know what, I just can't handle him anymore. I can't afford the food. I need to give him to somebody. I know, I'll tie him to a pole next to a highway at 5 a.m. in the morning. This person should rot in hell. And the dog, that's the owner, he's known his whole life. So he's like, where you going, Dad? Oh, you wait right here. I'm going to tie you to this pole and I'll be back. This is Roxy, a trained American Bull Mastiff. The handwritten note said she is 4 years old. She has been fed and given a flea bath. She may still have issues with fleas. See that she gets good care. I am a piece of shit. That's what the note should have said. It did not. Hi, Colleen. Roxy, who was calm as cops approached, was taken to an animal shelter where scores of dog lovers waited for her to adopt her. Girls brawl on a cruise ship. There's nothing better than a good cat fight on a cruise ship. All right, I'll take that back. Viral video captured the moment chairs and fists went flying during a wild brawl aboard a Carnival cruise ship. The scuffle erupted at the Carnival Paradise on the night of a 5-day cruise to Central America in June. The 6.5-minute video that Nick Richardson posted online shows a group of women brawling on a dining room floor. The guests involved were fined and will not sail on the Carnival. The captain kicked them out in the middle of the ocean. All right, you guys were fighting. Get off my boat. Ooh, stadium drug and gun bust. 8 Bronx men were indicted this week for allegedly peddling drugs and guns to undercover cops at Yankee Stadium. It says here, most of the guns were bought by the Yankee players. The defendants, including 7 suspects from 3 families, were charged in a 108-count indictment after operating for more than a year out of a storefront and a van. You could buy your gun right in the van. The probe started in March of 23 at the former Lush Smoke Shop. So they selling weed and guns. Hurricane Beryl. So I don't know if you know how hurricanes work, but guys, they're named A, B, C, D. So this time it used to be Andy, and then the next one will be Barry, and then Connie, and then Devin, and then Evelyn, and then Frank, and then, okay, you get the picture. Goes all the way to Z. And when you get to X, there's not a lot you could do. What are you, Xena, xylophone? But then it gets to Z, and then it starts over again, and it'll be a new A. Instead of Amanda this year, it'll be Alexander next year. Boy, girl, boy, girl. This one is Beryl. I've never heard of a name Beryl. B-E-Y-B-E-R. Beryl. Beryl blowing towards Texas. Now, I blew in Texas, but that was in college. Hurricane Beryl killed at least 6 people while it battled the Caribbean in a Category 4 storm and is now headed for Texas. We've actually got a video of that right now. Jim, can you tell us what's going on in... No, we don't have the video. I apologize. It's a shitty show. We never... Oh, we're back. We have the video now. Jim, can you go to the... No, we do not have the video. I apologize. Connie, I'm sorry. We did not have the video. The storm's outer rain bands are estimated to blow through Texas coast. God bless Texas. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Look at these 2 beautiful women. Best friends. BFF means best friends forever. Look at this. 2 best friends. Oh, they're going to be best friends in prison. 2 best friend school staffers busted for student sex. Where were they when I was in school? I'm sorry. I apologize. That wasn't. A pair of ride-or-die best friends who were in each other's wedding parties. They're married? Oh, boy. Are charged with having sex with male students while they worked for Georgia School District. Rayleigh Greasom and Brooklyn Schuler, who worked at the Calhoun City Schools, were slapped with charges Thursday for allegedly sleeping with the students between October 21st and January 22nd, according to the indictment. Greasom allegedly had sex with 2 different male students between October and January, while Schuler was indicted on charges she had sex with a different male student also between October and January. The women face charges of sexual conduct by employees or agents in the first degree. The 2 reasonably should have known the boys were enrolled in the school district, an indictment said, though it does not list the boys' ages. When they went to court, the women were called all kinds of horrible names while the two boys got high fives from the bailiff and the judge. That's called a double standard. Lou Gehrig. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man in the world. He gave a moving speech, considered one of the greatest baseball players of all time, cut down short by ALS, also known now as the Lou Gehrig disease. He went in front of the Yankee Stadium when he could barely walk, and he retired at the height of his career, saying, today I consider myself, he had a death sentence. He was going to die of this, and he got up and said, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. What a courageous, good human being. Good for him. Why don't we get on with the news portion that everybody seems to like? It's the Daily Horoscopes by Sally Brompton. And I'm only doing 3. First of all, happy birthday to America. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, America. Happy birthday to you. Today we're 253 years old. I made that part up. It's 200 and something, I forget. But today, we're talking about Capricorns. Capricorn, the world is starting to look like a much brighter and friendlier place than it has been as of late, and the upcoming new moon will call forth events that remind you all good things in life that you have to be thankful for. Guys, if you got up this morning, if you're able to watch the show, if you're able to do this, if you're able to blink, hear, see, say thanks, be grateful. Be thankful and grateful, because a lot of people did not wake up this morning. I'm still up from yesterday. Where it stops, nobody knows. I'm going to say it's stopping on Sagittarius, but I'm just guessing. Scorpio. That's me. Scorpio. Although you haven't had sex since the Nixon administration, looks like there could be a good chance if you like guys. No, I don't. I'll take it if that's all I can get. But that's not my preference. Oh wait, Puerto Rican guys. Yes, yeah, well, why didn't they? All right, Scorpio. It would be nice if family members and friends could show some support for your latest endeavor. But if they cannot, then it's no big deal. You have the drive and the determination to get it done with them or without them cheering you on. I have no endeavors. I live a lackluster life. I lay around. I'm kind of retired. I'm a rich, young playboy. Well, I'm not really rich, and I'm not young or a playboy. So I lied about all 3 things there. Whoop. It's really spinning good today. I don't know where it's going to stop. Take a guess. Guys, get in the comment. Where is it going to stop? I say Libra. I say Libra looks like a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It is Capricorn. Did we do Capricorn already? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Leo. I don't know why I'm thinking Leo. It came to me. If it lands on Leo, every person in here wins. Nothing. You don't win shit because it landed on Aries. Aries. Make sure that everyone you have dealings with knows what you expect of them over the next 48 hours. If you leave things vague, they will take that as an invitation to do less than their fair share. And then they'll blame it on you. That's called a snitch. Is that old man still over there? The old man snitch. Guys, I got here today. If you're just tuning in, rewind. I got here today. There's a guy out here fist fighting cops, high on heroin, whatever the hell he was. It was insane. They finally, after an hour, got the medical staff to bring him out. They hog-tied him with this. They picked him up like a damn, like this napkin. They brought him out, his legs and arms like a surfboard. And then when that happened, the lady over here took umbrage and started throwing chairs at the cops. So then the old man snitched on her, and then they started exchanging words. I thought I was going to get stabbed. I honestly thought something was going down. I do have some sad news. I did a DNA test, and apparently I'm not related to Jeff Bezos. So that was a little depressing. I'm just going through the dial here. Sports. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Let's end this. Let's end this horrible charade. Diddy runs the city, but not my block. Where's that? Hell's Kitchen, New York, New York, where the cops won't walk and the glass go pop and you bring your own chalk when you walk down the sidewalk. Cause you could get broke and smoked by a loke, and when I'm provoked, I let the gun smoke choke. See the bastard Dawn, he got blasted on, and now that bastard's gone extinct like a mastodon. Ask his mom to pass the bong, and I'm gonna hit that shit till I get lit like Cheech and Chong. Shall we proceed? Now guys, I told you, once this was done, we're going to Times Square to have probably one of the best live shows ever created. I bought a tea. I drank two sips. Also, I bring my own straw because I can't do a paper straw. I have a, I don't like paper in my mouth. That's why I never smoked. Instead of smoking, smoking's bad for you. Uh-oh, we got some shorties. Hey girl, hey girl. Nope. All right, I am doing the Boogie Bob challenge. Last year I did. I've done it for like the last 8 years. If you stop smoking and you promise that you stop smoking, $20 from Boogie Bob. But don't lie about it, because I will send a detective to your house sleeping outside your door, and he will go through your garbage looking for cigarette butts. Do not lie about it. If you quit smoking, $20. I've been doing it for 8 years so far. I've had 2 people do it, or at least say they did it. Some people like, $20? I enjoy smoking. Hi, Brown Ocean. Guys, say hi to my business partner, my beautiful business partner, Cindy Brown Ocean. She's right there. And she's 5. You should follow her. Now, she's got like 8 men, so I don't think you're going to score. You know, try to, you know. If you're a very wealthy doctor and you have real estate, there's a very good chance you can get in her DMs. If not, don't do it. Don't play yourself. Cindy works 8 days a week. I don't even know where she's working tonight, but it's July 4th, so I already know she's working. We're going to get up out of here. We're going to switch. Again, I do want to show you this really beautiful ring my friend bought me. It is the Last Supper. It's the Last Supper. Oh, it's upside down. It's the Last Supper. There's Jesus right there. And there's Frank and Steve and Tony and Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Frank, Steve, and Tony. Beautiful ring. Thank you to my beloved friend who bought that for me. All right, you ready? Cindy, we're going to do some walking and talking. We're going to go to Times Square. I'm going home. I do have a pocket full of $5 bills on me. Anybody, now I'm not going to walk up and hand out $5 bills. Anybody says, sir, can you please? The answer is yes. Today it's yes. Also, I leave my drink because probably within 3 or 4 minutes somebody will come by and they will like, oh, it's nice out today. I wish I had an iced tea. Oh, I do. Let us, so I was here, this might be a record. I was here over an hour and was not stabbed once. It came close a few times. It did come close. If you're just tuning in, definitely worth it to rewind. I had one guy get arrested and taken away by the cops. Another lady took umbrage to it, threw chairs at the cops. And then some man snitched on her and called the cops. Whole lot of cops. I got too many cops in my life today. I don't handle cops very well. All right. We're back. We're just walking. I don't have my glasses on, so if you guys are saying anything, I can't. Entertain yourselves and talk amongst yourselves. Hopefully I find me a bad shorty out here. I'm looking. They all seem to be with guys. Bad shorties are with guys. If you come to Bryant Park, they have these beautiful things everywhere that tell you what it is. There's some great bird watching in here as well. They do have pamphlets. Most people don't even know they're here, but it says welcome to Bryant Park, and then the pamphlets are inside of this thing. Watch out for the bird crap, but the pamphlets are here, tucked away. That's a Boogie Bob exclusive. Also, every now and then you can score a crack rock in there. Tell Peppy Boogie Bob sent you, and he'll give you the good sized crack rocks. We're going to show you the fountain. This is what, besides crack rocks and violent crime, the most famous thing in this park is the beautiful fountain. And if you're low on funds, you come to New York, you got no money, you need to eat a slice of pizza, you can get dollar slices everywhere, you come to this fountain, because there's always money in the fountain. That's a fact. I did a whole show on people who steal money out of these fountains, and almost every time I come here, there will be people in here stealing the money. Now, the funny thing is, if you look out, you can actually see the coins everywhere, except by the edge. Ain't no coins here, bro. You know why? Because people sit here on this thing like, honey, let me sit here, like this guy. See him sitting there? See him rolling up his sleeve? All of a sudden he leans back and snatches a quarter. Look at this one. There's a quarter, pretty close. There's a quarter. You won't be there long, my friend. But you come here, you make your little dream, you got your little coin, and you throw it in. I don't think I have any coins on me. I don't. Also, guys, if you want to come and learn Tai Chi, free classes. They have Tai Chi, they got yoga, they got really cool stuff that goes down in this park. Remember, if anybody walks up and says, sir, can you, or can I, or will you? Today the answer is yes. And if you think that's easy, it is not, because I had, I don't know, 20 people on the way over here hitting me up. There are literally people like this beautiful gentleman here, just on every corner, hoping for something. Look at this. It's Independence Day, so they've raped this. They've wrapped this. You got flags. Happy 4th of July to everybody that celebrates it. If you do not, then you don't even know what it is, because you're not from America. In 1776, we proclaimed our independence from England. Also in 1776, it was my 16th birthday, so I remember that day well. Father took me for a carriage ride. It was wonderful. We churned butter. All right. I'm just walking. There's nothing like a young man churning butter and on a hot day drinking a glass of churned buttermilk. All right. don't want no static. I've been in 3 police altercations today. Guys, if you look in the reflection there, that's the beautiful Empire State Building. I'll show you a better view from across the street. You have not lived until you've inhaled the fumes of one of these things. Ugh. Holy crap, that was a funky one. Funky. I hope wherever you're at, you're having a beautiful day. It is a wonderful opportunity to be kind and nice to others. Guys, if you have any information on this little guy, Eddie Rabata, it's a 914, that's upper New York, like Mount Vernon. He's last seen, this is in Spanish. I think it's a mistake to put it in Spanish because I don't know where the hell they're saying. He has no scars, no tattoos. I hope that they find this young man, 20 years old. Guys, people in New York turn up missing all the time. Very sad. Very sad. All right. Look what we got going here. It's the by the way, guys, if you have a gun, I need you to take it back to your car because this is a gun-free zone. In violation of this prohibition is a felony. So a lot of people say, no guns, that's against my rights. Well, listen, this is a licensed gun carrier. So let's say you're licensed to carry a gun. You still cannot carry one here because it's a major, major tourist attraction. They don't want guns in their bread and butter, which you want them in the Bronx, go ahead, but don't have it here. I'm in an Empire State of Mind. It's the Empire State Building. And right down the block, if you go that way, Grand Central, the Grand Central Terminal's right down the block. The New York City Library's over there. We're just walking. We're just walking. Guys, I say this all the time. Lived here 35 years right here in Times Square, Hell's Kitchen area. And it's a beautiful place. Most people are just coming and going, and then you got your tourists, people coming and going from work. All the violence that I've been through, I've had several incidents. A couple years ago, a guy tried to take my life live on camera. He got 5 years in prison. But it's not because it's a crime-riddled place. We're one of the safest big cities in the world. It's because of the mental health and the drug addict guys. Like, I fear nothing from this guy right here or this lady. But when you have the one guy walk by talking to himself, acting crazy, those are the ones you gotta try to avoid. And unfortunately, sometimes you cannot. Sometimes they're just harmless. We're going to Times Square, home of the crazy. I hope everybody, hi RJ, Mighty Bull's in the house, boom boom, boom boom, zoom zoom. Mighty Bull's in the room. What's up, my man? Mighty Bull, thank you so much for your concern. I'm doing much better. I'm out and about. I hadn't done a live in a long time. It was like 5 a.m. and something came on the TV. I was just getting ready to go to bed. It was something about someone being thankful. These guys all got their Yankee things. They're tourists. They all got their, honey, let me get a Yankee jersey and a hat. Somebody said, let's go to, they were going talking about the fireworks or something. And someone says, I'm very, very grateful. And I just felt guilty laying in bed when I can be out here doing something positive or constructive. So, here I am. And so far this morning, I got 3 crimes. Which is, to be honest, is a little slow. For a 2-hour broadcast, usually you get much more crime than that. But these were big ones. We had a lot of police interaction today. I'm hoping to avoid any more shenanigans. Guys, I'm just going to do a walkthrough, then I'm going home. I'm going to Netflix and chill with a couple bad shorties. Because that's what I do. Also, I always on 4th of July like to cook up some hamburgers on my George Foreman. So today we'll be doing the George Foreman thing. Also, got a pocket full of fives. So if anybody asks, I'm not walking out. First of all, I don't like to give out shit on film. If you guys know the channel, you know I try not to, and then I'll never film their face like, hi sir, I'm a great person, here's a cheeseburger. I don't like to do that. If I'm live and the opportunity presents itself, I like to do stuff for people, but I'm not walking around handing out fives. I'd be broke by the time I got to that corner right there. But if anybody asks me today, anybody asks, that's the thing, they gotta ask. Help me help you. You can't do much for $5 in New York. But one thing you can do is this guy here, the peanuts. I did not say penis. Peanuts. $5, 3 bags. Times Square, they try to get you for more. But $5, 3 bags. The best peanuts in the world. Peanuts in the world. Typically, I'd like to do a tour of Times Square. It's a little early for the tour, but I might bless you with a tour today. So Times Square starts where we just came from, 42nd Street, which is that block right there. This is 43rd right here. Times Square only goes from 42nd to that big one right there, which is 47th. 42nd to 47th, it's only 5 blocks, folks. And it's only 2 streets wide. And the streets connect in the middle right there. That's why they call it Crossroads of the World. Because where we're standing right now is Broadway, and it kind of goes at an angle. And that's 7th Avenue there. And 2 blocks up, they actually connect. And that's the crossroads of the world. We get about 360,000 people a day on average that come through Times Square. Mostly tourists. You're in Albuquerque and you're coming to New York, first stop, Times Square. You're in England, coming to New York, first stop, Times Square. You're in Jersey and you're coming to New York, last stop, Times Square. Guys, that is the world's smallest police station, NYPD. It's a substation, it's tiny, it only holds like, I think there's 1 cell inside. One day I'd like to do a tour. It has been closed since the pandemic, but I see that they kind of have the railings open now. But that is right there under the ball drop. Now my ball dropped, but that was in college. I used to talk like this. But the New Year's Eve ball drop is on the top of that building, and I'll show you a better shot from it in a little bit. Right here, it's 4th of July, so of course there's the beautiful flag The white stars represent the 50 states of America. There is not 51. Puerto Rico is not officially considered a state. Hawaii and Alaska were the last two states added to the flag. And that is the red, the white, and the blue. And a happy 4th of July if you celebrate it. This is a place where they actually recruit for the armed services, Air Force, Army, Navy, and Marines. You come right here. Uncle Sam, I want you. Unless you're old. If you're old like me, if I walked in there right now and said, guys, I want to join, they'd laugh at me. You walk through this door here. Inside there are 4 desks, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines. You go in and that's where you can join. This thing went up in 1947, officially 2 years after World War II ended. This station's been here this whole time. Across the street is the Hard Rock Cafe. You guys, if you watch my channel, you know I own the coat check at the Hard Rock Hotel, which is much larger than this. It's on 48th Street. This one's on 43rd. But this used to be the Paramount building. You can see it right there. Paramount. Inside of this building, besides the Hard Rock and the Taco Bell, there is a theater in there that holds 3,550 seats, and it used to be the Paramount Theater. This is where Elvis Presley debuted his hit movie, Love Me Tender. She's got on the 4th of July dress. She got a flag dress on. By the way, if you're wearing a flag dress or a flag shirt, I don't suggest you go to Iraq today. That's probably not a good idea. Anyways, then Frank Sinatra had a concert there in the 50s, and the Bobby Soxers, Laverne and Shirley type of girls came out. They actually rioted right here because they couldn't get in to see old Blue Eyes sing the songs for the ladies. That's a fact. And now we're going to continue on with our tour. Anytime you see this, there's a train. You can hear it. There's a train, a subway train right below us. Over here, guys, we have Good Morning America. If you're in New York City on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you're always going to see celebrities here, including the hosts. George Stephanopoulos, Robin Roberts, and Michael Strahan are the 3 hosts. But every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they'll have big celebrities. I've had on my show Jane Fonda. I've had New Kids on the Block. I've had Fonzie, all on my show because they go in right around that corner. Today was some guy with a damn cookbook, so I didn't go. I don't really need to have a cookbook guy on my show. He's hustling. Get your hustle on. Get your hustle on, player. Guys, now we're at the 44th Street. Remember, we started on 42nd, 43rd, now 44th. Next will be 45th. All the way to that one there, the Coca-Cola sign, which is the end of the Times Square. But I wanted to show you a couple of these cool things. Right here on the side streets, guys, you have the Broadway show. Here's the guy whose table I always push. You could see he could barely walk with no table. He has a table that weighs over 2,000 pounds full of like book frame, picture frames and books and shit. This is what he sells out here. And he, one time I helped him push it. I helped him push it many times, but one time I was live and I saw him and I helped him push it. He started screaming at me, "You're not doing it right!" Well, can't please everyone. Like that shelf right there. That's not there overnight. They have to bring that here in the morning. And it weighs a lot. This guy can't even walk carrying a Coke, let alone pushing a 3,000-pound table. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Right here, guys, you'll see it says CBS News. Right there, that's the Viacom building. And up there at the top, you have the big boy. That's the Lion King Broadway show. Most of these Broadway shows are not on Broadway, guys. In fact, this is Broadway here. It's actually on 7th Avenue. Broadway shows, people think, oh, it's on Broadway. They're not. They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. Yes, the neon lights are bright on Broadway, but that's not where the Broadway shows are. The Broadway shows are on these side streets. Right there, if you look at that one, right there, that's Alicia Keys' Hell's Kitchen. Huge hit. She grew up 1 block away on 43rd Street. 43rd, over on the other side of that building. She grew up her whole life, and now she's got a Broadway show on 44th Street. The Broadway shows refer to the fact, if it's a Broadway show, it just means that it holds 500 people or more. The Lion King holds 2,000 or 3,000. It's one of the big ones. Anything over 500 is considered a Broadway show. Anything less than 500 is off Broadway, but they're still on the same blocks. So now that you know that, don't be looking for, this is Broadway. Ain't no Broadway show there. Ain't no Broadway show. No. No. This is the Gap. The Gap used to be the coolest toy store in the world. It was Toys R Us. But it was so big, it had a real-life Ferris wheel inside there. Huge. Beautiful. It just, online came about, and it just couldn't compete with Amazon, so it closed down. Unfortunately, it was the only toy store in Times Square. So, this is a monk robbing this family. Look at these guys. They're smiling. They're like, oh yeah. What they don't know is he gave them a bracelet, a cheap piece of crap bracelet. And now he pulls out his notebook. Look, she's trying to give it back. He's like, I don't want it. He's not. Usually they don't. They want the money. Give me back my bracelet. He's giving him back his bracelet. Ooh, he let him keep his bracelet. That's very rare. In his hand is a notebook, and in that notebook, once he gives you the bracelet, and you think, oh my God, how sweet! This monk just gave me a bracelet. In that notebook, it says people's names and how much they donated to his monastery they're building in Queens somewhere. They're not building nothing. He's just putting that money in his pocket. But he gives you a bracelet worth 30 cents, and then you're like, oh, thank you. Then he hands you a book, and in the book it says, Steve Johnson from Ohio gave $80. So now you need to think you're giving $80. Here's the worst people in Times Square, is these damn horrible Minnie Mouses. They are the worst. That is not a costume character. There's 7 Minnie Mouses right there. It is a gang, bro. They will fight you. I have several pictures of them being arrested. Let me see if I have one on my phone. I did. I move shit off my phone all the time because I don't have room in there. Nope. I'm going to put it back on there because you got to see these guys get arrested all the time because they'll walk up. You want to take a picture with your daughter in Minnie Mouse, and all of a sudden all 5 jump in the picture. Here's another monk robbing people. I do have a couple videos where I almost get in fist fights with monks. By the way, they're not monks. You can go on eBay and buy that robe right now for $34. I could come out here tomorrow with that robe and be a monk. And they make thousands a day by ripping off these tourists. If you want to type in Boogie Bob monk, I have a bunch of my scam videos that will come up and show you how the scam works. We're just walking. This is not how Times Square is typically, because it's 4th of July and it's, what is it, 10 o'clock in the morning? 9:44. All right. Come tonight, it will be packed. I'm going to show you a couple cool things. One, I told you I'd show you the ball drop. Well, there's the ball right there. You can see it said 2024. And then, of course, December, maybe December 1st, they'll change it to 25. And then, of course, New Year's Eve, the ball will be at the top and it will descend. And 25 will light up. So this right here, behind this billboard here, was MTV. Slow down, bruh. Look at this little guy, you're gonna break everybody's legs. This was MTV TRL, which stood for Total Request Live. And when this thing was going, that sign wasn't there, it was glass windows. And Carson Daly was the host. It was the most popular show in the history of MTV. Every day, Christina Aguilera, Whitney Houston, Boys to Men, New Kids on the Block. It was insane. There would be tens of thousands of people here. And guys, this, which is Broadway, wasn't here. This was a, see how this big ass 4-lane street was here? This was a 4-lane street here too. There was no walkway here. So you had a street there and a street here. So there was no place for people to stand. So they would be crammed on the sidewalk. You couldn't even walk through the sidewalk. So on this side was MTV. On that side was VH1. And that's where you would see Aerosmith or Willie Nelson or whoever. The rock and roller guys over there. The little Britney Spearses over here. The good old days. We are now on 45th Street. Guys, right there was Planet Hollywood, and this is where I got my start. I used to work for Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and maybe I got some of that. I always delete all my stuff out of here. I really should. Here's one of my parties. This is my business partner Shelby on the left. That's my manager Alicia on the right, and there's Sylvester Stallone. He was my boss. He was a really cool, nice guy. So was Bruce Willis, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was also my boss, but he was a dick. Anyways, that was Planet Hollywood. Before it was Planet Hollywood here, because Planet Hollywood used to be up on 57th. It was mine. I had 11 Planet Hollywoods in America. And then I had All-Star Cafe, which was owned by Tiger Woods, Shaquille O'Neal, Joe Montana, Ken Griffey Jr., Wayne Gretzky, and Charlie Sheen. And that was mine. And it took up this whole top floor here all the way down. And that was mine for years. So I had all these celebrity owners, and that's why I was always with the celebs. Running DMC. I don't look good. Ugh. This is one of my favorites. It's Muhammad Ali punching me in the face. I want you to figure out one YouTuber. I don't care if it's the biggest. Mr. Beast has 150 million. He don't got Muhammad Ali punching him in the face. And he sure don't got him and Rakim. I don't know what happened. I think my thing just froze up. Oh. Guys, am I still live or did I lose you? I got nothing. Yeah, I might have lost you. I have no names. I've got no live signal. Hey girl. I've got nothing. So if I lost you, I apologize. I can't tell that I did lose you. So I'm going to continue. RJ, if I lost you, or if I'm on there, text me real quick so I can see you're still on there. I'm just going to walk and talk because my screen froze, which never happens. I was just getting ready to show you my Michael Jackson footage of when Michael Jackson was here, back when it was Virgin Records. Michael Jackson came out and waved. I have amazing footage. The only person on all of YouTube that has Michael Jackson home movies. I don't know. I might be says transmission has been aborted. I might have lost you. I could be talking to myself, or there could be people in here yelling at their TV screens. Boogie Bob, I can still see you, bro. Irrelevant. RJ, look at RJ. He comes and says he sees me. RJ, I'm sorry, my screen has there's no writing on there. There's no nothing here. And RJ says we can hear you. Now, you guys did not see me go into the gay bar dancing just now, did you? I hope not. That was strictly a fact-finding mission. That was not for sexual gratification. And I didn't think you were still on there. I didn't think we were still live when I went into the gay porno bathhouse over here. I didn't know you were still there. I apologize. So do you guys want to see the worst scam in New York? Look at this. This family wanted to take his picture with Minnie Mouse. And look at how many surrounded him. And now they're berating him for money. He's not having it. He's like, I ain't doing it. You have a kid, and if your kid stops to take a picture, look, mom is getting money out of the purse. Typically what will happen is when she gives her money out of the purse, they'll say no. She's tapping her thing, saying no, pay everybody, pay everybody. Look at it. There's 7 of us. She had $4 in her hand. She just put it back. She just put it back. And now she's pulling out more. This lady's saying, no, pay all of us. She's giving her $4. She's saying, no, it's not enough. They're berating. Walk away, dude. Walk away. Don't give them nothing. Pops is pissed. They don't care if you get mad or not. $4. She's got $4 in her hand. And they're saying no. And now they'll finally take it. These are horrible, despicable people, bro. I'm telling you. Very bad. It's not the hustle I hate. It's the robbing of the people. She pulls out $4 and no, pay all of us. Bro, she wanted a picture with her daughter and Minnie Mouse. Not 9 Minnie Mouses, Iron Man, and Luigi. The worst is when they get somebody, you'll see all 7 of them go running. All 7 go running. RJ, can you still see me? Will you text me one more time, bro, please? I have a wonderful video of the Pele store, the world's greatest soccer store. I have a wonderful video that people all over the world have commented on. Thank you, RJ. RJ says, we hear you, we see you. RJ, did you see me go into the gay porn bathhouse? Because that is not supposed to be on here. That was for municipal purposes. Anyways, I do have a wonderful video here of the Pele store. If you type in Boogie Bob and Pele, I have 2 or 3 wonderful stores, videos of the Hershey store. And I do have one video where I took the Hershey Highway, but I don't think you want to see that one. But the Hershey store is phenomenal. Also, I have the Disney store. I do have tours of some of the best stores in New York. They are fantastic. Fantastic. All right, thank you, RJ. Guys, my screen, this is doesn't happen that often, but for some reason it froze, and there's no chat. It doesn't say live. I could just see the people. I see him. See this guy right here. Oh, guys, by the way, I don't know if Mighty Bull's still in here or not, but this is Duffy Square. And that's a statue of Father Duffy right there. And Father Duffy was a mighty bull. One of the greatest chaplains in the history of America. He, in World War I, he endured so many battles and oversaw the last rites of over 700 dying men on the battlefield. This is called Duffy Square. And now I'm just walking home. I don't have any RJ, does it say how many people are still in here? RJ is my man on the streets, my roving reporter. He sends me a text message saying, we're still on. I've almost been killed. 56. Hi, 56 people. By the way, this is the end of the Times Square tour. I'm still going to walk you home. We're going to go to my place. We're going to sit in a jacuzzi with, I'm going to wear a banana hammock and no shirt. So ladies, and some of you fellas, RJ especially, stick around for that. That'll be fun. Guys, one day I was walking home. I was on this crosswalk right here. And one of the biggest rappers in the world, his name is Lil Uzi Vert, came riding up with all his friends on a quad runner and almost killed me right here. So I've been almost killed on purpose and almost killed on accident. Several times in New York. Today I wasn't almost killed by anyone. I feel kind of left out, but I still got 20 blocks to go. There's another monk. At least 40 monks today. Guys, there wouldn't be that many Minnie Mouses or that many monks if it didn't work. By the way, guys, there are a lot of rip-offs in Times Square. Lots of rip-offs. The worst one's right here. These are the 24-hour ATMs in Times Square. Guys, this one takes Bitcoins. Not hooked up yet because they're just getting ready to open these up. And when they do, they'll open these ATMs. You know, when you go to an ATM, it says the charge is $2. Do you accept? Here it's $20 to use the ATM. $20, bro. So these are the shops that they open up at Christmas, and they also do it in the summer. My friend has a shoe store here. In fact, that's him right there. That's him right here. He just walked by me. You don't see me? Is that Jimmy from Jimmy Choo's? And so, New York Gifts. New York Gifts. Come on, player. You don't see me?
Bob,
What's
what's up, my man?
Dude, you were just standing over. I filmed you. I thought it was you, but you didn't say hi.
Good morning.
So,
Wait, I didn't see you,
You
dude.
were just in Times Square. You were doing your little
Yeah,
filming
I was
shit.
there. I didn't
I told
see
my
you.
guys, I go, is Jimmy Choo's and them mad at me?
Bobby.
Right here.
Right here. It's not
Come get
open
the
yet.
shoes. When are
Yeah.
you open? Next week?
No, we already open.
Oh, today.
Yeah, we open up 11 o'clock over here.
I just showed my guys the scam you showed me, which is the ATM.
See my, check out my son. He's in Florida.
That's the handsome guy I met when he was here last time.
Oh, you
What's
met
up,
him?
player? Yeah, he was holding down your store over here. What's up, player? How you doing?
Yo, Bob.
Good to see you.
He's a vlogger.
Good to see you. We met.
He's got a lot of followers.
He was holding you down here one time when you was out gallivanting with your brother doing whatever the hell you were doing. You had him holding down the store. I hope he pays you well, because he's the shoe king of New York City. Dude, I told my guys about the scams of these ATMs.
Oh, I didn't
What's
hear
the service?
about it.
You told me about.
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah, don't let anybody
No,
tell you
go to
that
the ATM down the block,
Don't
player.
let anybody know. Well, you know, they're going to think I ratted
You get a
them out.
cut on there? I'll see you later. I'll come by and see you, I promise.
All right, buddy.
Okay, thanks, man. Say hi to your son. Guys, it's Jimmy Choo's. Now, there's Jimmy and his brother. They look identical, so I think that's his brother. So I always forget. But they got the stores here. You rent these out. I guess they're going to open at 10. And guys, look what we got here. 1 minute. Look what we got here. Hell's Kitchen hot sauce. I bought a couple of their sauces over the years. They're a little expensive. They're like $20. And the ATMs, $20 for a damn ATM transaction. What are you, high? Also, they take Bitcoin. They take Bitcoin. I went to Thailand in like 2000, and my friend Frank Bishop, God bless the dead, he was always, even when we were little kids, talking about how currency in America was fake and stupid. And when I was in Thailand, he goes, Bob, I got this new thing. It's called Bitcoin. You need to get on. They're like $27 each. I go, well, let me see the coin. I'm thinking it's a damn coin. He goes, no, there's no coin. There's no coin, bro. Paper money, and that's all illusions. You want to get into the Bitcoin thing. Computers were pretty new. I was like, dude, you're insane. What are you, a moron? I think he bought, I don't know, $1,000 worth. Thank you, RJ. I think he bought like $1,000 worth. This was in 2000. And he died. He put on his Facebook one night, not feeling well. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and he never woke up. But I love Frankie. Named my cat Frankie after him. Frankie was the man. Good, kind, compassionate person. Like one of the hippie kind of dudes. Hey, what's up, bro? That's gnarly. One of those guys. In the 70s, he went to Thailand. I went to visit him a couple times. Had the best times ever. I do have the videos. I'll be uploading them at some point so you guys could see Frankie B. But he urged me to get into Bitcoin. I told him he was a moron. $1,000 worth of Bitcoins, I would have been, And back then, I was rich. I was, I had money. Not like now where I'm poor and broke. I wasn't quite a failed YouTuber, but I did videotape a lot of stuff. There was no YouTube yet, to my knowledge. I wasn't on YouTube or anything. And does anybody know how YouTube started? I'm getting ready to give you a lesson. Y'all are really out here supporting rapists, killers, and homophobes, but that's none of my business. Okay. All right. I wonder what presidential nominee he was talking about. So, if you didn't know, YouTube, this is a crazy story, it's true, started because some guy had a Pez collection. You know what Pez are? They're the little tiny toy with candy in them. You flip the head back and a little Pez will come out. And somebody uploaded their video so people could see. Pez collectors could go on there and look at different Pez's. And it turned out to become YouTube. And then 25 years later, a YouTuber would rise up out of Hell's Kitchen and have a failed YouTube channel with 4,884 subscribers. All right. We're just walking. Remember, I did the whole stream today, 2 hours, and no stabbings. We came close a couple times. Guys, I started my business, became a multi-million-dollar business with $16. My partner had 16 and I had 16, and we started the business. And 33 years later, the business is still going strong. Not like it used to be. These guys spent $200,000 or $300,000 on this store, and it was closed about a month later. Well, it's open again now. It's one of the biggest dispensaries in New York City. The cops came in, closed them down, because most of these places do not have an active real license. So I'm trying to see, now they got the dog stuff. I'm trying to see if they still have joints, and they had all the joints in the window before. I don't see them anymore, but I believe, I don't smoke cannabis, but I believe it should be legal. All right, we're just walking. Guys, interesting story here. This is Sir Henry's. It became the Q Club a couple years ago. It was just called Q. And Q stood for queer. It was a 4-floor, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 4-floor gay bar. They even had a DJ in the bathroom. Although I think he was just in there making sure nobody was, you know what, doing you know what with you know who. So they had a real DJ spinning in the bathroom. Anyways, we started having murders, unsolved murders. This is my neighborhood, Hell's Kitchen. Unsolved murders in this neighborhood. And there was a serial killer or killers lurking around. And what would happen is they would find a person would turn up missing, and you'd see his little flyer on one of these poles and say, have you seen Luigi or Steve or Frank? And they all had the same MO. Okay, we got to fight. Okay, please don't fight. All right, looks like cooler heads have prevailed. I can't zoom in or out right now. Sorry, guys. I got a stuck screen. Anyways, the MO would be they'd find the guy dead in an abandoned building somewhere, and his Cash App, all his money had been drained out of his bank accounts, PayPal, Cash App, whatever. And it turns out they finally caught the killers. They were going to the gay club. They were straight. They would go in. They were handsome, like Puerto Rican guys. They would go in and sit at the bar and then see a gay guy lonely at the bar and go, hey, can I buy you a drink? They would give him a roofie, or they'd put fentanyl in a cigarette and go out and have him smoke. And then when he passed out, they would take his thumb or finger and put it on his phone, take his money out and leave him to die. I think they had 3 deaths where they finally caught him, and then it was shut down. It became Sir Henry's. Okay, across the street over here is Engine 54, Ladder 4, Battalion 9. This is my beloved fire station where we lost all 16 firefighters on 9/11. All 16 firefighters on 9/11. Very sad. The whole crew, everybody. And these were guys that used to sit out there. When I would have a friend come to town with his child, they would give him calendars and coloring books. Very nice guys. All 16 perished on 9/11. This is my fire department. We lost, this is 48th and 8th Avenue. I live at 48th and 9th Avenue, 1 block away. And we lost more members of this fire department than any fire department in the country. That's tragic. 353 brave souls, from firefighters to first responders and EMS, lost their lives that day. Very sad. Okay, so now we've left Times Square. We're officially in Hell's Kitchen. This is my neighborhood. This is the reason it was called Hell's Kitchen, because at the turn of the century, in the late 1800s, it was the most violent place in America. The immigrants, mostly from Ireland, settled this neighborhood because the Hudson River's a couple blocks down. The ships would pull up, they'd get out, and they'd settle these neighborhoods, and they became all Irish. And if you came in and you played the game, if you got in their business, you would be killed. And of course the cops were all Irish, so they were in on it. And they would be very, very violent. It was absolutely horrible. But this is where, in the late 1800s, a sergeant told one of the guys, "Hey, O'Reilly, I need you today to go on 9th Avenue and 48th Street." He said, "I'm not going in there, Sarge." "Well, why not?" He said, "It's hotter than Hell's Kitchen." And the name stuck. In fact, this is the first place in America where they actually had 2 cops that had to patrol, because if one cop came down here, he'd get robbed and beaten. So they started having 2 cops. And the gang was very powerful. John Gotti, when he was arrested, on his tapes, he was heard saying, "I'm not going in Hell's Kitchen. Those guys are crazy. They would cut your nuts off and put them in a jar behind the bar." And it's a very historic neighborhood. In the 70s, the last of them went to prison. Mickey Featherstone, Jimmy Noonan. If you like Sean Penn, he has an amazing movie called State of Grace, where they talk about it, or it's a movie about it. Right here, guys, is Public 17 School 212. This is a performing arts school, and this is where Alicia Keys went to high school, right here with my ex-wife. That's a fact. Performing Arts High School. And it's, you can see, I don't know how your high school looked. Mine was a big spread out high school. This one's 4 floors. And there's a big playground behind it. Right over here, the Three Stooges went to synagogue here. Larry, Moe, and Curly. And their brother, Shemp. They're all brothers except for Curly. The red-haired one was actually their cousin. It was Moe Howard, Curly Howard, Shemp Howard, and Larry was Larry Fine. So you'll hear them on the loudspeaker during some of their shows where they go, "Calling Dr. Fine, calling Dr. Howard, calling Dr. Howard." So they were all related. Wasn't much church for Jewish folks to go to. So Jack Benny and Harry Goodman, what's his name? Henny Goodman. "Take my wife, please." Hey, I just went on a luxury vacation. I dropped my wife off at the airport. RJ's checking in, 65 Live. Thank you, RJ. They went to synagogue on the other side of that building. Jack Benny, Groucho Marx. This is a very historic neighborhood. If you want to talk about the celebrities that came out of here, probably the biggest ever was Sylvester Stallone, born right here on 46th Street, 2 blocks over. Bruce Willis lived on 49th Street, 1 block over, until he made it on Moonlighting, and then he packed up and got the hell out of here. Of course, from this very block right here, Tony Orlando. "Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree." Tony Orlando, right here, Hell's Kitchen. "Baby, I know you're wondering if we can go to my place." That is Lisa. Right here. Da 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 da. The Godfather. Written by Mario Puzo. Right here, Hell's Kitchen. And the hottest young hunk in all of Hollywood right now is a young man named Timothy Charlemagne. If you saw the movie Dune or Dune 2, he's in a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't know. He's right here. Hell's Kitchen, New York. And there's a failed YouTuber named Boogie Bob. Oh man, if I had $1 for every woman that's been in my apartment, I'd have $3. $3 in 40 years, that's not bad. This is it, folks. This is the most poppinest neighborhood in all of New York. This is my beloved Hell's Kitchen. Why is it so cool? 1, 2 blocks down, Hudson River. 8 blocks up, Central Park. Lincoln Center. 2 blocks over, Times Square. All the Broadway shows right here. 42nd Street right here. This is one of the greatest neighborhoods most eclectic, beautiful neighborhoods in the entire city of New York. I have not been able to make real friends. I have friends, but real friends like I made growing up in California here, because when you meet someone here and you're like, oh my God, I love this guy. We're going to go to a boxing match at Madison Square Garden. We're going to watch the game together. Well, they usually don't last but a year. It's a very hard city to live in. So your best friend will move out a year later. In my apartment, I've been there since 90. So 34 years, I've had at least 20 neighbors right next door, including Audra McDonald, who's the Broadway star, to the oldies upstairs. So I've had a wonderful, wonderful time in this neighborhood. When Oz and Sopranos were all on HBO, most of the actors from those shows lived in these neighborhoods. So I have a whole lot of acting friends. Do you guys remember Arnold Horshack from Welcome Back, Kotter? Mr. Kotter, Mr. Kotter. He was one of my best friends. Lived right here. Great. Ron Pardillo. Great, great guy. You remember Roger from What's Happening? Roger lived right over here. Nipsey Russell, right over here. Unfortunately, people don't last long here. They either die or they move away. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I ask you all today, please do me a favor. Take this opportunity to be kind and loving to someone. Maybe your mom, your grandma, your son, your neighbor. Maybe a kid riding by on a bicycle pops a wheelie and you tell him good job. Maybe there's an old man on a bench. Maybe there's a pigeon that wants a piece of bread. There is something today you can do to be better, to make the world better. Even your little tiny ripple sends a ripple all across the world. Be kind and loving and good to each other. And let's talk again real soon. I really appreciate all of you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really, really appreciate you. Let's talk again real soon. I don't know how to turn off my thing. I think, therefore I am. I think it's already off. I don't know, but